Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Alex's Arduino. In this video, we are going to be making a simple timer that will count down from 1 hour to 0 using LED lights. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. So with any Arduino build, we're always going to start off by connecting power. So we're going to connect our red cable to 5 volts here. Then we're going to connect it to the power side of our breadboard here, just like that. Next, we're going to connect our black cable from ground over to negative of our breadboard. After that, we're going to start by connecting some of these jumper cables from digital pins 2 to 7. You start connecting 2, then we're going to plug it in to any part on the breadboard that you want, such as that one. Next, you're going to plug in 3 here, just like that, to go to number 11. Try and leave roughly a 2-ish spot gap in between each. Next, we're going to go 4 here. Then we're going to connect it to number 13, just like that. Then we're going to connect to 5. Going to connect to number 16-ish. Then we're going to connect 6 and number 19 or 20. So we're going to connect anywhere from 2 to 6, digital pins 2 to 6. Just like that. And these are going to be our jumper cables. This is what's going to give our LEDs, which we will put in next, the power that they need to function. So now that we have that in, let's start working on putting the LEDs in. So an LED is going to have a short side here. It's going to have a short side here and a long side here. Short side, long side. The long side is what gets connected to power, and the short side is what gets connected to ground or negative. Here. So since we know these jumper cables are power, we're gonna connect them to power, just like that. So the long side gets connected to the jumper cable, just like that. And the negative side gets put in a different pinhole. Different hole, just like that. So now we're going to do it for the other 5 LEDs that we have. Connect that. Connect this. Next. Actually, do this one later. See if that's a little more space. Okay, so just like that, you should have roughly 5 LEDs and 5 jumper cables. So now we're going to take some resistors here at 220 ohms of resistance, and we're going to run them into the ground part. Here, and we're going to run them from ground to the short side of the LED. Boom, so that's one. This part might be a little bit annoying, but don't get frustrated. It will take time. having some tweezers handy nearby would also be beneficial, since they allow you to get into smaller places much easier. Just like that. Here we're putting in number 4 here, short, and then short side, just like that. Negative to negative. Then finally our last LED here, or sorry, our last resistor here, being put in short side here, and then negative or ground. Just like that. And now that we've finished all that, we are done with the build. If you wanted to, you could also add a tilt switch right here. And what that would do is when you turn the Arduino over, it would restart the timer, just like a normal hourglass would. But that's optional. I have it included in the code in case you do want to do that, and I'll quickly explain it here. You would just put a tilt sensor here, sorry, and then you would connect one 10 kilo ohm resistor to the negative part, and then a jumper cable from switch pin 8 to the negative side as well with the resistor, and then connect a jumper cable from positive to the positive side as well of the tilt sensor, and then that would be it. But now that we're done with that, let's move on to the code. So now we're going to talk about the code. The code is very simple and it's only roughly 38 lines long. So at the top, we define a couple variables like our constant in, our previous switch state, LED interval, how long it is. This right here, interval equals 600,000. That is pretty much showcasing that in total it's going to be 1 hour. So you could change this to be any other time that you want. This is just defined in milliseconds. This pretty much sets up our thing. It's going to make the switch pin our inputs, so pin number 8. So in case we wanted a tilt sensor, it would be that. And then it's going to make pin mode X, which is anywhere from pin 2 to 7, an output pin, which is pretty much LED pins. Once the if it's been enough time between pins, then it's going to light up the next pin. That's what this is saying here. And then this part of the code here is showing that once everything has been completed, once it's all been through all the pins, and then it detects a change, like a tilt sensor, it will restart the timer. And that's all there is to the code. All right, that's going to be the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below on what you want to see us build next. And we hope to see you in the next one. Peace.